And welcome back. Well, are you one of those pet owners? Do you have a fat cat or a fat dog? Did you know more than half of the cats and dogs in our country are overweight? And that is a big problem, even if you don't think it is. That's why we've got our pet vet here to share a little bit more about it. Dr. Jennifer Crow from Noah Animals Hospitals. Thank you so much for being here to talk about this. A lot of people maybe think it's not a big deal to have a fat cat.
And a lot of owners don't know how to identify when their pet's overweight because their body structure is not the same as ours. So it's not always the number on the scale, but more the shape of the pet. You know, where is the weight? Are they well muscled, or do they have a big pad of fat over their ribs where you can grab a handful of chunk?
Well, you know, I think the issue for a lot of folks is that they're kind of cute when they're chunky and pudgy like that.
That is true. Some people think that it is cute, or they just can't resist giving them extra treats with those cute eyes. But it can cause other problems. It leads to joint disease. Their joints aren't designed to carry a bunch of extra weight, and it can lead to long-term problems with their ability to breathe because it just takes up so much room.
What's your advice for those families that can't resist, because it is tough?
So if you are going to supplement with extra treats or food that you're going to share, then cut back on the dog food that you give them. Don't use a free feeder, and measure the food, because most of the time they're eating too much. The exercise doesn't change day to day, but the amount of food may change, or they're just taking too much in. And then increasing exercise just like we would. And sometimes that's as easy as playing ball or taking a brisk walk, not just a light stroll.
Now, we just showed some of the signs of a fat cat or a fat dog. How can you tell that it isn't just their bone structure?
So putting your hands on them, looking for a big belly, trying to feel their ribs and making sure that you can feel them pretty easily. And then stand above them, and they should have a waistline. Most breeds, not all of them, but most should have a natural indentation where their ribs end. They should have not quite an hourglass shape, but you should be able to see the big chest and the skinny waist.
I feel like we're talking about a music video right now. This is great. But I do think it's important to talk about these topics, because it can put your health, your pet's health risk up if they do have these issues with obesity, and people deal with it too, so we should think about our pets.
If you have any questions, talk to your veterinarian. There are some good foods to increase metabolism, and sometimes there's a medical condition contributing, but all in all, stop feeding them too much.
Yeah, Dr. Crow, thank you so much. If we could tell ourselves the same thing. Thank you for coming in.